ты имеешь такую власть.
О, я тут. Привет.
Олечка, хорошо. Сейчас, секунду.
Now you say to her that she can see.
Can you hear me?
Neha, yes, we can hear you well. Give me a second, please. Give me a second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Neha. Yes, very good.
Switch off fan. Switch off the fan. Can you speak? Can you speak again?
Neha, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Now it
Yes,
is.
but please give me a second. I need just a second because I'd like to do some.
नहीं हम लोगों ने उसमें नहीं किया था हम लोगों ने एप्पल में थोड़ी किया था हम लोगों ने एंड्रॉइड में किया था because the voice in this computer is not so loud.
Not so clear, not so loud.
Yes. So yes, now I can hear you clearly.
Neha, we can hear you. I can hear you. Very good. Very
Okay.
good. Yes.
The atmosphere will be quiet, so everybody will be able to hear. Okay, no problem.
Neha, can you
see
hear
us
us?
clearly?
Neha, can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Give us a second then again.
Okay. Can I mute myself?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
Adya, hello. Hello, honey. Hello. Yes, I can see you. Guruji.
Hello.
Here is Guruji. Hello. Deepest pranam to you, Guruji. Yeah, and everybody like,
Nothing.
Guruji, it's always like when we are waiting for you to come, the heart start to beat much faster than, so expecting you to come, it's always such an important moment, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling honored. Thank you.
And Guruji, you look so good today, as always, but today is
Oh,
very
I'm
good.
just happy to see you. Thank you.
Guruji, can we start this online darshan with some pictures? Don't you mind?
Okay. Okay, please.
Before the pictures, let me read a description of a place, of a particular place in the world that is very important for most of us. So located in the city of Govardhan, Uttar Pradesh, your royal cremation grounds called Rajvali Chatri. Am I right, Guruji?
Yes, you are
It's
right.
a beautiful and mystical place. It occupies several green acres of land and sits in the middle of historical part of the city, known as a main Hindu pilgrimage site. Built in Mughal Rajasthani style, complex of palaces with a ritual kunda, artificial stepped pond, served as a land of liberation.
Very good.
Moksha Bhumi for generations of royal family of Bharatpur, restored and lovingly represented by a private owner. Memorials are listed as a historic monument with archaeological department. Guruji, today is the 6th of June, and in 1993, you become the owner of this very beautiful and mysterious place. But it's beautiful now, Guruji. Before, it was very different. So let me, Guruji, show you some, not you, but just to remind you probably, and to us, just to remind how it was when you entered this place in 1993. Probably this picture is made, Guruji, when this picture was made?
Well, it was made in June 95, last week of June,
Okay.
when so many vultures landed here, and you can see them flying away. Some of them are caught there.
Yes, Guruji, lots of them are flying away. You're right. I thought this is the oldest of the pictures, but this is the, you're right.
In 1995 June.
Oh, Guruji. And then again, this is again the land.
Yeah, this is my house now. And again, this photo was taken in 1995 when we had cleared all the cactuses. Before that, the whole ground was densely full of cactus.
Guruji,
So
but
in 95 again.
it is also obvious. And Guruji, let me show some more pictures for those who, actually, this is also a land. When you entered, it was like this, Guruji.
It is not. It is, they are vultures sitting under the tree. All the vultures.
Yes, Guruji, we can see their heads actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, Guruji. And
So 95, when we had cleared the ground, yes.
And Guruji, today, this area, let me show to everybody, it looks like this. It looks like
Beautiful. Yes.
It's green, Guruji. So
Very great.
you always point our attention to the connection to the earth. And you, as always, not only philosophically telling something, but you always prove it by your actions and deeds. Guruji, it was done by you and Mataji. Therefore, Guruji, thank you very much again for this obvious example of how a human have to behave towards the land where you're living.
Well, yes, I'm happy to see those pictures. Yes, thank you.
So, Guruji, can you say some words? What was your impressions when you entered this territory?
When I entered this territory, it was too extraordinary, and we had no money. I had only less than $10 in my pocket, and such a huge work was in front of me. So I was nervous, and I was so much anxious at how we will make out. But then, because when a challenge has been thrown and you accept it, there is no turning back. So me and my sister faced it, and with the blessings of Babaji and Govardhan Maharaj, everything started. And now it looks very, very good, and we are happy here.
Guruji, and the land happy as well. It's so obvious, Guruji.
Yes, the land looks very happy now.
Yeah.
That is most important thing.
Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Thank you.
Guruji, today the darshan will be translated, if it's needed, by one of your disciples, Olga. So here is Olga, Guruji.
Okay.
Pranam Guruji. I'm so glad
Hello.
to see you, but every time I'm so nervous, so I'll do my best.
Okay.
Olga, do you
I'm
have a
happy to
question?
see you. Yes.
Yes, Anya, if I can, then Guruji, I probably have a new type of questions to you, and these are questions from my mom. She is 72 years old, and she discovered your books a year ago after I received practice, and she has been constantly reading your books since then, and now quite often I receive a call when my mom is being very much amazed because she's saying, Olga, I am sure I read this paragraph because I see my highlights and my notes, but I don't remember that I read it at all. How could I miss so many things in there? And I'm so grateful to you that now we have so many interesting discussions with her about what you described in your books. And just yesterday, we were talking about people with a strong spirit. So this would be a direct translation of a Russian statement. If properly translate this to English, it would be something like strong-willed people. But with the direct translation, it sounds like people with a strong spirit. And we were talking about the time of the Second World War and how many people with strong spirits were there and how they could overcome all the challenges and still remain human in a very inhuman circumstances. And then the question from my mom is that, so if our spirit is not very interested in us until we attract it with the yoga practice, then what was or what is this power inside us, and what is this feeling which is directing us through life and telling us that you go there, and what's actually support us if it is not our spirit?
There are two great powers inside us. One is our soul, or let's say spirit, I don't have any other word for it, which gives us life. It gives us life, and when it leaves the body, it takes away life. This is the life giver power, which remains like an observer. Another great force is your consciousness. And all these wars and good things are play of consciousness. And the spirit simply keeps on observing. If your consciousness develops to a certain level where spirit start to take some interest, then a very different life will start for you. So all these wars, all these tragedies and happiness, they bring a very different type of emotions inside us, which spirit may like and observe us whether we are evolving in the right direction or not. War, though evil, brings out the best in a nation and its people. Suddenly, we are ready to sacrifice to save our own people and our near and dear, and we are ready to sacrifice our life for them. It's a very great emotion. And only at the situation of war, it may come to surface, or in some any other say moment when this thing is called for. Some people show tremendous courage. To experience courage, maybe wars were introduced by some higher power and God, so they will see that how many people are able to show some courage or to give to sacrifice themselves for the sake of other people. For their own end, it is not that important. But when you are giving up your life for those people whom you even don't know, that is real sacrifice, which we experience at the time of the great war. And I hope and that there will be more peace on our planet now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guruji. And Anya, if I can just very quick ask, Guruji, I did Ketcheri several months ago. Is it possible for me to get a revision and to go to the first level with Ketcheri?
Yes, from Anna you can learn.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm very happy you did that. Very
Thank
proud. Thank you.
Guruji, and the next question with from Palina. Give me a second.
Okay. Zaira Jaga.
Полина, пожалуйста.
Jai Guru.
Hello.
My name is Polina. I'm from Moscow, Russia. I have two questions. First is, at what moment does the spirit enters the body? If it happens immediately after conception or only after birth?
The spirit chooses you at the time of conception and will remain near the mother. Till then, the fetus will thrive with the life force of the mother, and the spirit will remain near. But it will have its consciousness transferred to the fetus. A connection of consciousness remains. And usually, most of the time, the spirit enters the body with the first breath the child takes. then spirit is in. And that umbilical cord is cut, and the child starts to breathe on its own, then the spirit enters.
Mhm.
Okay.
And if the spirit stays near the body of the mom, what is the body inside the mom? What is this body if it doesn't have a spirit in it yet?
No, but the connection is there. The spirit is waiting for it to fall. And with the connection of the spirit, only then the fetus will continue to grow and fall. So the support of the spirit is extraordinarily important here. Because the spirit is the giver of life. So she has agreed to give life to that particular child in that fetus form, and it will continue to give it support, but it will enter the body with the first breath.
Thank you. And
Okay.
second question, can we somehow take care of someone who is already dead? Do some religious rituals help, or any other?
In India, we believe that rituals actually help. And if somebody is not that, let's say, capable or doesn't have enough money, if you remember them from your heart and say loudly their name that we miss you, we love you, we support you, even this is considered enough support for the departed.
And does someone who is dead not long time ago can see us, or maybe feel our emotions, or hear our maybe words we address to them?
Of course, they can listen to you, yes. They can see you, yes. And they can feel all your emotions. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Guruji, thank you very much. Polina, thank to you as well. Evgeny, please.
Добрый день, Guruji. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can see you. I can hear you. Yes, say.
Okay. The first of all, I must thank you for this happy possibility to see you again, and many thanks for the past online darshans to you and all participants.
Thank you.
It's a great opportunity in our situation.
Thank you.
And of course, many thanks for the Kriya Yoga practice to you and to Babaji Maharaj and Shivaji and to all our parampara. It's a great blessing for us.
I feel so, yes, for me also.
Yes. And I have a question about my little experience about ways of communication with our Atma. I have a little experience during my practice, like I was talking with myself on Russian language, asking questions. I was getting amazing and wise answers. It was like an insight. Maybe it was like playing of a mind, I don't know. So is it possible to communicate with our Atma like with ourselves on native language, or it must be on the
any language.
Any language?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this communication was with your subconscious mind. Most of the answers were coming from your own subconscious. The spirit will take some more time to start communicating.
Okay.
Yes. But it's a great step forward. Very good.
Thank you. Okay, one more question about Kula and Akula. In some texts, is Kula and Akula.
What is that mean?
In some text is written that Kula is Shakti and Akula is Shiva. And does this mean that Kula is Prana and Akula is Apana? And,
yes, yes.
And then I have found in Gorakhpot that Adya Chakra is called Paramakula.
Yes.
Maybe it's about union of Prana Apana and about Kundalini Shakti. So what is Kula?
Yes. Let's say that when Prana and Apana meet, they become Kundalini and they rise up to your brain. Combination of them you can call Kundalini Shakti, combined with the force of the earth element. It's a very different thing. For the sake of giving it some name, people call it Kundalini Shakti. But this is the essential thing, Pran, Apan and the element of earth. The real power lies in the element of earth. Think on that.
Okay, thank you. And what is the difference between yogin, kaulik, and vira? Or it is the same words, same meaning?
Veer yogis usually remain in a cremation area. They are called veer. And all yogis are not bound to live in a cremation area. They can move freely. But they also like to remain in one place because when you travel too much, your discipline is disturbed. So Veer yogis they always remain in a cremation area. Never go out. Scholars can go out.
Oh, okay, I see, I see. Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Guruji. And the next question is from Vivek. Vivek, please switch on.
Guruji, Charan Swarsh.
गुरुजी
Yeah.
प्रणाम चरण स्पर्श
विवेक सर, विवेक कैसे हैं गुरुजी? रीमा विवेक।
हाँ, बोल।
तनेजा
हेलो।
गुरुजी बड़े दिनों से दर्शन के अभिलाषी थे, दर्शन हो गए, आज तर गए सर, गुरुजी तर गए। चरण स्पर्श गुरुजी।
चलिए,
गुरुजी
खुश रहिए।
गुरुजी आप सपने में आ रहे हैं, क्या आदेश है? बहुत आ रहे हैं आप।
बस खुश रहिए, आशीर्वाद दीजिए।
गुरुजी इनिशिएशन मिलेगा गुरुजी जब आए?
ये कोरोना निकल जाने दीजिए, फिर हम लोग डिसीजन लेंगे।
ठीक है गुरुजी। मैंने आपकी सारी किताबें पढ़ी हैं गुरुजी, और 5 में से 2 प्रिंसिपल हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं, जिसमें भागवत गीता रोज एक चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं हम दोनों।
बिल्कुल करते रहिए, थोड़ा अपनी फिटनेस पे ध्यान रखिए, और ये कोरोना काल निकल जाए उसके बाद आइए।
गुरुजी पद्मासन के लिए गुरुजी आखिरी सवाल, पद्मासन के लिए क्या?
फिटनेस पे ध्यान दीजिए।
अच्छा जी।
योगासन क्लास को ज्वाइन करिए, योगासन सीखिए।
अच्छा,
शरीर को थोड़ा सा साधिए, वो लगने लगे।
ठीक। गुरुजी गुरु गायत्री मंत्र का प्रयास करें सर। गुरु गायत्री मंत्र का आखिरी सवाल, गुरु गायत्री मंत्र का। हाँ
करिए, कर सकते हैं।
थैंक यू गुरुजी। चरण स्पर्श गुरुजी, बहुत धन्यवाद। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Guruji. And the next question from Oksana. Oksana, please switch on the.
Okay.
Я попрошу перевод, пожалуйста.
Конечно.
Спасибо. Пранам, Гуруджи. Меня Оксана, я из Москвы. У меня нет на самом деле вопроса, но есть большая благодарность к вам. Я продолжаю делать 2-й месяц Притхви Намаскар как свою практику, так как сейчас нет возможности получить практику у вас. И это дает огромные плоды. Это меняет меня, меняет тело, ум, делает крепче, сильнее. За это хочу поблагодарить вас и буду продолжать. Спасибо за ваши книги, за эту возможность и за возможность опять видеть вас. Спасибо.
So, Guruji, her name is Oksana and she's from Moscow, and she doesn't really have a question, but she has a greater greetings and gratitude to you. She's continuing to be doing Prithvi Namaskar for the 2nd month until she will have an opportunity to get Diksha from you. And she noticed that the Prithvi Namaskar practice changes her body, her mind, and they are becoming stronger. And it's just a greater gratitude to you, and thank you for your books and for this opportunity to be able to see you.
Thank you. You have my best wishes. Carry on.
Pranam Guruji.
Thank you.
Наилучшие пожелания.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. And the next question from Ekaterina.
Okay.
У вас пропала только что видеосвязь. Если специально, то, пожалуйста, появилась.
Namaste, I'm sorry.
Namaste.
Namaste, Shalendra Sharmaji. I'm happy to see you. And
Thank you.
how are you today?
Well, I'm okay, and I'm feeling happy also talking with all of you.
Okay, the reason why I'm speaking with you now, because you touched my heart in 2006 when I was living in Girit Harimat and visit you first time. And well, I have one question, and if you can help me, it will be very good. If not, no problem.
Okay. We will see.
I have some funny experience. Like a couple of years ago, one regressologist, he put me in trance. I wanted to see Krishna Lila because I'm Hare Krishna, and actually I did. And I went there, and I was, I was seeing myself, what I'm doing, and the characters that they're doing near to me. And after that, I have many questions, because usually the Hare Krishna people, they have own understanding what bhajan is. And now I'm learning what you're saying, many things you're saying, very interesting about consciousness. So my question, how to explain it actually, what it was, and my understanding about bhajan is like controlling trance. So you put yourself in controlling trance, doing something there, and the person who guides you, the psychotherapist or psychiatrist or hypnologist, he's like a bhajan guru. Actually, he able to guide you there. So if it's possible like that, so it's possible to, you know, Hare Krishna people, they are the Vaishnavas. They say, if you will repeat Maha Mantra a long time, your heart will open, you will get devotion, you will do devotional service, so you enter to that Lila. But actually, if you see, there are many Vaishnavas and not so many people who are able to do something like that. And I started to repeat mantra, and I repeated many years, like I repeated 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, and but I could not do it. And then I just started crying, because when during the repeating that mantra, I think that mantras actually, they make our consciousness, the mind, more labile. And in Hinduism, probably people use mantras to make the mind labile. Then if mind is labile, you can put your consciousness in trance and move your consciousness. For that reason, we just repeating mantras, and for that reason, long time singing bhajans and so on. And the question is actually, if nobody can teach how to do it, you know, that means there is no way. Mostly people, they are preachers, they're preaching, they teach you to be how to be preacher, distribute books, serve, or something like that, but not how to enter in Krishna Lila. There are not such gurus who will do like that. So, because you speak so much about consciousness, I would like to ask you, what is your understanding of what Vaishnava Bhajan is, how to enter there, and could you help me to do it?
Very simply, in 2 things. The name is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So consciousness theme is there already. And if you will read Bhagavad Gita, which I think you are already doing, in 11th chapter, when Arjuna is asking, who are you? So Krishna is saying, I'm time, Kalos me. That means any mantra, the yogi says, Sanjapa Sadarth Bhavanam. You should practice any mantra, but with the concentration on its essential emotion.
And
any Krishna mantra, you should have in your heart, you must know that it is about the time consciousness. Krishna consciousness and time consciousness is one and same to me. Think on that. It is a society for Krishna consciousness. And Krishna says, I am time. To concentrate on time. Feel it everywhere. He is everywhere, where it is not. And then do whatever you want to do. All the gopis, who are gopis? Your spirits are gopis. When the time will call, every spirit will just run to meet it. That is the secret of Maharaj, which is told in a certain manner. So just keep thinking and you will understand the deeper and deeper emotions which are there. You just open a little bit of your angle and it will become very clear to you. Krishna consciousness.
Shailendra Shamaji, you told one that in your garden live some gopis. Are you serious about that? Can you show it to me if I will come to you?
What should I show? Your spirit is gopi. Your own Atma is gopi. And Krishna is time himself. Yes.
So will you show it? Will you show them?
No, you will have to work for it. Only then it will appear.
Means?
Of course. You will reach the result of whatever karma you will do. So if you do your karma to invoke your own gopi inside as a spirit, it may come to you. But you will have to do it yourself. Me or any other person can simply guide you on the path, but you will have to work on it.
I cannot repeat my Hare Krishna mantras because I start crying. I forgot. I just afraid that I will lose my mind. I mean, I was afraid that I get crazy. I visited the psychiatrist because of that.
No, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Don't what?
Carry on. Don't fear. It's a big adventure, so just go on.
You had one video in internet. Then you told that Hare Krishna mantra is dangerous. Now it's deleted, but before it was. What do you mean?
It depends who is asking the question. If without understanding the proper meaning of it, and if somebody will try it, then I don't know what results, and you already know what happens. But the spirit is very great. It is for Krishna consciousness. Remember that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Ekaterina, спасибо. Guruji, thank you very much. And the next question is from Елена.
Okay.
Hello, Guruji. And thank you so much for this opportunity to stay connected to you, with you through these darshans, as I feel as it really affects my personal practice. Also, I'm your disciple and I'm the Hatha Yoga instructor in Anna's yoga studio material. And breathing techniques have been the focus of my interest for quite a long period of time, as I feel its power and good influence on health, actually, on the people's state of mind. And we decided to launch special classes concentrated only on breathing techniques. And that's why I would like to, if it is possible, to have your guidance and your piece of advice about what open practice or open breathing techniques are proper to be given on classes, or maybe the ones that you could recommend to include in these classes. Thank you.
I couldn't hear you properly. You will have to say it again. Internet problem.
Елена, есть пододвиньте поближе к экрану, если можешь. Спасибо. Повтори, пожалуйста, вопрос.
The question is about breathing techniques. Is it okay now, Anna?
Yes, it is okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The breathing techniques have been the focus of my interest for a long period of time, and we have launched special classes directed to exploring the breathing techniques in our studio, and that's why I would like, if it's possible, to have your guidance or to have your piece of advice regarding what open breathing techniques can be given or should be given and included in such classes. Thank you.
I think you are already expert in these things. So whatever breathing technique you know, you can teach anyone. And they will definitely get great results out of any breathing technique. It will directly calm your mind and you will gain some friendship with your own emotions. And if it will, the breath rate will slow down, you will become much more younger looking and you may hope to live a little bit longer than normal person. So you are an expert in that. So any breathing technique which you want to teach, you can teach.
Thank you, Guruji. And can we include, for example, some Tratak techniques, for example, Trataka or Tratak, or maybe some concentration techniques on fire or on...
yes. Why not? You can teach.
For example, on spinal cord. And for example, the concentration, the easiest one without any exploration, the concentration of spinal cord to, to derive the habit for concentration techniques. For example, if in the future they will go to Govardhan, for example, and have interest in Kriya Yoga.
It's an idea, and Tratak is part of Shat Karma. So I think it is a very important part. So you can teach Tratak also. And visualization of the spinal cord is a wonderful thing. Yes, you can do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
These
classes are really very of a high importance for me. This is the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay.
Anshuman, yes, please.
प्रणाम गुरुजी। मेरा नाम अंशुमन है और एक्चुअली मैं एक सवाल पूछने जा रहा हूँ जो कि मेरे मित्र की तरफ से है, जो कि भरतपुर से बिलोंग करते हैं। तो उनका सवाल आप सुनिए, मैं पढ़ के बताता हूँ आपको। तो
कौन है, उनका नाम बताइए।
उनका नाम है वीरेंद्र पाल।
अच्छा।
हाँ, तो मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ। मेरा नाम वीरेंद्र पाल है। मैं आपके पास नवंबर 2019 में आया था। आपने मुझे व्यायाम करने का आदेश दिया था। मैं तभी से प्रतिदिन व्यायाम कर रहा हूँ। मैंने आपकी शारीरिक माध्यम खलु धर्म साधनम वाली सारी वीडियोस देखी हैं, जिससे मुझे योग साधना में मजबूत देह की अनिवार्यता समझ आई। आपकी बात पर संदेह करने के लिए मैं क्षमा मांगता हूँ। मैंने जितने ही योगियों के विषय में पढ़ा है वे सभी बलिष्ठ देह वाले स्वामी विवेकानंद जी भी हैं। यह बात कभी मेरे मस्तिष्क में नहीं आई है। दरअसल मैं आपसे मिलने 17 बार असफल रहा हूँ। शायद इसलिए जब आपसे मिला तो विचारों पर नियंत्रण नहीं रख पाया। इतनी बार असफल होने के कारण कोई उम्मीद नहीं बची है। तो इसी मेरी इच्छा थी कि काश आपसे योग साधना का प्रशिक्षण कर पा सकता। पर महर्षि योगानंद जी के बाद आपको ही मेरा मन गुरुजी रूप में स्वीकार किया है। ये जानता हूँ कि एक सच्चे गुरु की शिष्य बनना आसान नहीं है। इस संदेश में कुछ गलत कहा तो क्षमा कर दें। मुझे किसी गुरु के समक्ष ऐसे व्यवहार करने का कोई अनुभव नहीं है। चरण स्पर्श, वीरेंद्र पाल, भरतपुर।
चलिए, उनको बोलिए खुश रहिए, व्यायाम करते रहें और योगासनों का भी अभ्यास करते रहें और शास्त्रों का अध्ययन करते रहें। फिर कभी सहयोग मिलेगा, कभी भेंट मुलाकात होगी तो आगे की हम लोग निर्णय लेंगे।
जी गुरु जी, धन्यवाद। नमस्कार जी।
नमस्ते।
Guru, thank you very much. And the next question is from Yulia. Yulia, please.
Okay.
Pranam Guruji. My name is Yulia. I am from Moscow. Thank you for this opportunity to see you, and thank you for all your books and for all your darshans. May I ask the interpreter to help me with the translation, please?
Okay.
Да, могу говорить, да?
Конечно, начинай.
Я общаюсь и занимаюсь с вашими учениками, но практику пока не брала. Стараюсь практиковать сама, чтобы наработать регулярность и увеличить время практики. Вопрос. Если человек не взял практику, но имел к ней большой интерес в течение жизни, делал подготовительную практику, но ушел из жизни, умер, не взяв ее, как не потерять связь с вами и вашей традицией после смерти? И будет ли он притянут к практике в следующей жизни? И что для этого нужно делать?
Guruji, so Yulia is working with your disciples, but she's not your disciple yet. She's doing some other practice to become more regular and to increase time. So the question is, if a person didn't get the practice in this life, but had a lot of interest into it, and then died before he or she could get the practice. So how to stay connected with you and your lineage after death, and what kind of preparations can be done in this life for it to stay connected after death?
Well, if the desire is very strong in this life, then certainly that person will seek and find a competent guru and will be connected with the lineage. And if tragically he or she dies before receiving it, that strong thought will remain in the mind of that person, and in the next birth it will start its search from the very beginning and will definitely find a guru in Kriya Yoga lineage. Have no doubt on that. It will happen one day.
Если желание очень сильное, то такой человек обязательно найдет гуру и будет с ним связан. А если случилась физическая смерть до этой реализации, то все равно связь останется, и в следующей жизни такой человек обязательно найдет гуру.
Спасибо. И можно еще один вопрос. Что лучше сделать с пеплом после кремации? Ну, вообще, какие рекомендации? И какие ритуалы важны после смерти?
So, what is the best to do with ash after cremation, and what are the rituals after death?
Well, the ashes should be put in any river or ocean. And if it is possible to come to India, there are many priests, Hindu Pandits, who can do those rituals. So seek their help and they will do it.
Пепел лучше всего опустить в реку или воду, и если есть возможность приехать в Индию, где много хинду-священников, которые проведут ритуал, который нужен.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thank you, Guruji. And the next question from Katerina, please.
Pranam, Guruji. I practice yoga, asanas, and I teach as an instructor yoga, and I have one question which worries me. All gurus in Kriya Yoga are men, no woman at all. And besides that, I'm teaching yoga and I'm practicing for myself, and my yoga teacher is a man also. But I am a part of women community, and there is an opinion in women community that the yoga path is not for women. And that's why I have this question for myself about my path, because I feel that it is good. It should be good, no matter whether it is woman or it is man. And I keep asking this question to myself. And once the one answer from your book came that we have a child have a father and mother, so they are first teachers of a child, and father is still there, so he is anyway.
And remember, all great Kriya Yoga gurus or any great men, they were delivered by women. So it is actually a result what a woman can achieve. And we believe that first guru of any child is the mother. Then father is the second guru. Then a spiritual guru comes. So you are already gurus. And women have produced so many great people. So they are responsible for this.
Thank you very much, Guruji. So you think it is okay for women to go for yoga and to choose this path of self-development?
Why not? No problem.
And what about a woman guru like in your parampara?
Oh, that only
Can it be
Babaji
sometime?
will decide. No, Babaji will decide. Only he decides who is going to carry on. So that is not our problem.
Thank you very
He
much,
will decide.
Guruji. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Guru, thank you very much. There is a question that I would like Olga to translate. Олечка, посмотри, пожалуйста, в чат. Там есть вопрос написанный. Будь добра, переведи его и...
Yes, so in the 11th chapter of in Bhagavad Gita, you say, you explain what Krishna says, that every time concentrate on me, I am eternal, endless, unborn, and indestructible. You define Krishna as time. Please explain why it is so and how we can use this in our practice.
Read that 11th chapter again. When Arjuna is asking, who are you? Krishna says, I am time. I am the only one who has taken notice of it. So when he is saying concentrate on me, that means you should concentrate on time. Time was speaking through Krishna then. Read and you will discover that.
Аня, нужен перевод? Человек здесь?
Гуру, just a second, да, Олечка, пожалуйста, человек здесь и на русском, поэтому...
Да, перечитайте, пожалуйста, еще раз 11 главу. Там сам Кришна говорит, что я есть время, а Гуруджи, он просто как делает связку, что концентрируйтесь на Кришне, это значит концентрируйтесь на времени. Перечитайте еще раз 11 главу.
Спасибо, Оль. Спасибо. И другая Оля. Harsh, please switch on the microphone, but there is a request to you. If it's possible to speak in English, it will be good. So, Guruji, there is another question.
Okay.
Pranam, Guruji. This is the first time I'm having your darshan. My name is Harsh. I'm currently at London. I have been practicing Kriya Yoga for last 14 years.
Very good.
This is regarding a dream which I had last year, where I met a yogi in dream who did a Drishti Shakti Path on my Anahat Chakra. After which I was in a unconscious state in my dream for 24 hours. And that's when I woke up, and I think 7 days after that, I got an approval to get a level 3 Diksha. So is Drishti Shakti Path related to Kriya Yoga?
Drishti Shakti Path is not related to Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga teaches you to develop your own power inside and discover it, and finally make your spirit your friend and develop your mind to its 100% capacity. So when somebody else is giving you Shakti or something, you will always remain dependent on that person. Kriya Yoga teaches you to be absolutely independent. So it is not part of Kriya Yoga.
One more question for so I have not been an initiate. I have never met you, but you always come in my dreams. So obviously the current lineage I belong to is from Sri Ashok. So is it related in a way that both of you had the same guru, Sri Satya Baba?
From whom you have received initiation in Kriya Yoga?
Sri Ashok Chatterjee.
He was my guru, bhai.
So
I know him well. Now he is no more.
We
used to see each other when we were visiting Banaras, our guru's house. And I even visited in 1987 his house. He was my Guru. So concentrate on your practice and be very sincere in it, and you will get great results. Very good.
Thank you all.
All the best.
Guruji, thank you very much. And the
Thank you.
next question. Anna.
Можно, да? Аня говорит, да? Pranam Guruji. Happy to see you. I have one question. I notice the situation which repeats itself throughout the life, and it doesn't come to a logical conclusion. How one can stop the situation from repeating itself over and over again? What can I do? How to deal with it so it naturally will come to an end?
I think by repeating it too much, you are giving it undue concentration. Most of the time you are focusing on that. You simply ignore it and it will go away.
Ольга, могли бы перевести? Я не поняла ответ.
You just ignore it. Don't concentrate too much on that.
Understand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the next question from Russia, from Arina.
Jai Guruji.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm very happy to be able to ask you a question today. Thank you for that. So my question is, how a person who wants to become your disciple can, in the future, can prepare himself in terms of meditation, physical practice, mental and breathing techniques?
I think if a person who decides to be my disciple, I think he has already reached a certain level of preparation. So no big preparation is needed. Just remain physically fit and mentally fit, and that's it.
And what do you mean by mentally fit?
Mentally fit means you should have enough understanding of the subject yoga. You should be well read about it. There are so many ancient books, recent books. You read them all. That will form a certain type of understanding on yoga, and remain physically fit, and then visit. That is enough.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guruji, thank you. Olga Levy, please switch on the microphone.
Pranam Guruji, thank you for your time. Thank you for the opportunity to ask you questions, to see you. I am from Odessa, Ukraine, and I have a very small question. Every day I'm practicing asanas and breathing techniques, whatever my teacher gives me. And very strange thing is happening when I'm going to bed. In my dreams, I realize that I'm absolutely conscious for several minutes, and in this time I start practicing what I'm doing in my daytime, and I'm starting breathing. And when I wake up, I realize that this process in the nighttime and the process in the daytime are somehow connected, but my brain cannot convert and understand what is going on actually. Can you please explain?
Well,
this process, what is actually happening?
You are practicing very sincerely, and as a result, you are going into supernatural states of your mind when you are going to sleep. And even your, let's say, consciousness or your spirit is continue to practice what you are doing in the daytime. I think it's a very good development. Just give it some time, have patience, and it will develop some more, and your understanding will start then. Then you will know exactly what's happening with you. So have patience and remain brave and carry on. You're doing good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Guruji. And the next question from Yelena. Yelena, please switch on the microphone and ask a question.
Guruji, меня слышно, да? У меня 3 вопроса, и требуется перевод. Первый вопрос мой касается практики. После получения первого уровня в кетчере моя практика стала нерегулярной, и порой даже теряется какая-то мотивация. С утра встаю, я сегодня буду практиковать, я настроена, проходит день, и уже к вечеру я устаю настолько, что у меня ни мотивации нет, ни вообще ни сил, ну, и как-то находятся причины, чтобы все, я не могу, я не хочу, я хочу просто вот отдохнуть и все. Я вот хотела бы задать вопрос, нужно ли, можно ли в течение дня, например, как-то разделить практику и там, завершить, например, практику уже вечером после захода солнца, так скажем. Или все-таки важно ее вот сохранять вечером и уже делать над собой какие-то усилия и практиковать вот, и делать все-таки то, что нести от этого ответственность.
Okay.
Okay, Guruji, Yelena has 3 questions, and the first question is about her practice. After she received the first level with Ketcheri, her practice became irregular, and she is losing motivation. And even when she has a stronger intention to do practice today in the morning, then after the day and towards the evening, she's tired so much that she doesn't have any power and motivation anymore, and there are reasons not to do and just to go to sleep. So the question is it possible to split the practice to do something during the day and then to finish it after the sunset, or is it important to keep it in full and then just to make some efforts to do this in the evening?
I will say she should do only one practice a day, and she should stop morning practice, and that will conserve her energy more, and she will be able to practice in the evening. Evening practice is most important. And when your body clock will become regularized in this, you will have enough energy to practice in the evening afterwards. Stop morning practice, concentrate on evening practice.
Надо делать только одну практику в день. Вот Гуруджи говорит, что вы можете начать утреннюю практику и делать практику утром, и это увеличит ваш уровень энергии, и тогда, возможно, вы начнете вечернюю. Но вечерняя не так важна, можете начать делать утреннюю.
Да, спасибо.
А у меня тут от себя вопрос. А йони мудра-то можно утром делать? Можно я спрошу? Guruji, and I have a question from myself, but can we do yoni mudra in the morning when the sun is out?
No.
No?
Always in the evening,
so
never in the morning.
So
It
the
will
morning
disturb
practice will be without yoni mudra?
Yes.
То есть, получается, вечером делать йони мудру, а утром можно делать практику полностью без йони.
So further question on this. So the morning practice is without yoni mudra and then only yoni mudra in the evening, or yoni mudra is a part of a full practice in the evening?
Stop morning practice, absolutely do complete practice in the evening.
Тогда простите, я тогда не поняла. Он говорит, вообще никакую практику не делайте, но вы вроде не делали утром. Никакую практику не делайте утром, и все делать только вечером. Только одна в день. Да, и только одна в день.
То есть утром не делать, делать только вечером.
Да.
Нет, немножко запутались. Давайте вы, пожалуйста, еще раз сформулируйте. Guruji, I'm so sorry, there is like a lost in understanding. Can you repeat your answer again?
I will say she is having difficulty in her morning practice. As a result, she is not feeling good. I'm saying stop morning practice, do only one practice a day, that is evening practice. Complete practice. This is what I'm saying. Okay.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Give us a second to translate, please.
Да, Ань, спасибо. Прекратить любые утренние практики, делать только одну практику вечером полную.
Ясно. Спасибо. Второй вопрос касается у меня ребенка, последующие два. 4 года назад, точнее, родился ребенок, я через Аню спрашивала ответы, то есть нам говорили, что в принципе ребенок нормальный, то есть здоровый, но все-таки нас постоянно что-то беспокоит. Вот на данном этапе сейчас ему 4 года почти, и у него он только-только начинает говорить, но его речь, она такая непонятная, и слова вот они какие-то прямо невнятные, даже тот же вот папа, там, баба, ну, обычные слова, он их как-то так неестественно произносит, и бывают такие, скажем, звуки, что как будто бы вот это не ребенок вообще говорит, и вот там рычать начинает, что-то такое. Вот мой вопрос в следующем, то есть он может ли в ребенке находиться какой-то там дух, не знаю, либо может еще что-то, ну вот как бывает, кажется, что как будто бы вот не сам ребенок, а кто-то вот в нем, какое-то существо.
So the second question is about your child. He's 4 years old now, and she was asking some questions to you through Anna, and at that time it was said that a child is healthy, but still there are some issues, and he just starts to talk, to speak, but even simple words like papa are not clear enough, and they are not very, the sound is not very natural, and sometimes he becomes to roar, and it's not like a child sound, but it's like somebody else. And the question is, can it be some kind of a spirit or inside him who is producing this type of sounds?
I don't think so. She should consult some specialist about it, and I will offer some prayer for his good health here when we do evening puja. So she should consult a specialist.
Гуруджи не думает, что это какой-то дух. Вам надо посоветоваться с доктором, и он помолится за вас и за ребенка во время вечерней молитвы.
Спасибо. Да, так скажем, со специалистами мы сейчас работаем. Спасибо большое. И вот как раз третий вопрос касается того, что мы ребенка не крестили, никакой вере его не, так скажем, мы пока не знаем, нужно ли его крестить, либо какой-то вере привести, либо нужно все-таки вот какой-то конфессии его пристроить, вот, и чтобы вот именно он был под защитой духовной, либо достаточно будет практики родителей, чтобы ребенок находился под защитой. Насколько вообще важна вот вера, там, нужна ли она вообще, это религия и так далее. Если нужна, то вообще там, христианство, католицизм или что-то еще.
And the third question is also about the child. He's not yet baptized, so he is not in any confession. And the question is, do parents need to baptize him so he will belong to some kind of a spiritual confession and be under protection of them, or is just the practice of parents enough to protect him? And if any religious confession is needed, then what it should be?
I think if parents are following a particular religion, then I think it's a very good thing for the child also to be baptized in that religion. I see no problem. Do it. It will help.
Если родители уже в какой-то религии, то ребенок тоже может быть в этой религии. Гуруджи не видит никаких проблем, говорит, сделайте это.
Спасибо. Спасибо, Гуруджи.
Thank you.
Guruji, thank you very much. And the next question from your disciple, Maria.
Pranam, Guruji. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so incredible happy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know it's not a question, but I need to translate after because my English is not good enough. I'm practiced the fourth level 2 years, and now I'm so happy because it's better. It's so much better now, and you know, because of practice, because of you, this year I can't visit you in Gordon, but I feel the deep connection. I can feel it, and I going through in every practice like this feeling, like I can see you, I can feel you, and I'm so grateful for this this kind of feeling. Thank you so much, Guruji. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy.
You are doing very good. I'm proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know,
Thank you.
you told me a few years ago that I need to доверять, не знаю, как сказать, доверять. To trust my own, to trust on me, to trust my own feelings, to trust my own visions, and now it's became stronger too. I'm so happy for this.
Yes, trust yourself.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the next question, Guruji, from Vitaly. Vitaly, please switch on your...
Okay. Okay.
Guruji, just a second. Vitaly is on the process to... Виталий, включите, пожалуйста, звук.
Меня слышно? Здравствуйте.
Да, вас слышно.
Здравствуйте, намасте, Гуруджи. Можно я по-русски, потому что я не понимаю английский, как бы плохо у меня. Переведете, да?
Виталий, конечно. Алексей, пожалуйста, начинайте.
Да. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Алексей. Я практикую крия-йогу с 2018 года. И у меня такие были возвышенные состояния, что я растворялся.
Алексей, извините, пожалуйста, у вас сейчас работает два устройства. Будьте добры, одно выключить, чтобы ушло эхо, если у вас два устройства. Спасибо.
Секунду.
Good, just a second. There is an echo. Good, today is the darshan of a very sweet words and emotion, very emotional darshans. No questions, just to say how I love you, Guruji.
That's good. Very good.
And Alexei is back.
Я выключил, меня слышно хорошо?
Да, сейчас хорошо, продолжайте, пожалуйста.
Я с 2018 года очень упорно практиковал крия-йогу, и у меня был ряд возвышенных состояний. Я буквально растворялся, как бы вот такая любовь была божественная. Я прям чувствовал вот этот вот огромный свет, и я даже вот этот вот дух, который в центре головы, я его как бы наблюдал. Вот, и как бы доходило до того, что я вообще даже не мог практиковать, потому что я просто ложился на кровать и как растворялся все время. Просто лежал в шавасане, и вот это вот возвышенное состояние, вот эта вот любовь к Богу, она настолько была мощная. Я чувствовал, как эта вот любовь, она как бы преобразует все мое существо. Вот, но потом у меня произошел период в 2018 году, я заболел сильно. И как бы у меня такая яркая вспышка в голове, прям бац, и как бы я как отключился, я вообще не мог ничего делать, как бы не мог говорить нормально. То есть я понял, что какое-то преобразование моего сознания произошло. Вот, и я вот последние 3 года я просто болел, вообще не мог ни ходить, ни говорить. Я был полностью разбит. И сейчас вот летом я буквально такое чувство у меня было, как будто вот вы наблюдали за мной, и как будто вот я когда в Москве ходил, как будто я связь с вами чувствовал. Вот, и я как бы хотел сказать вам большое спасибо. Вот, я думаю, то, что вы все-таки присутствовали в моей жизни. Вот, и я хотел спросить, вот, основной вопрос, что вообще со мной произошло, что это была за яркая вспышка, и что, как бы, я как бы хочу продолжить дальше практику, потому что я практик, я очень рано встаю и много практикую. Вот, такой вот вопрос.
Алексей, just a second. Олечка, тебе понятен вопрос? Ты уловила вопрос, да?
Ну, я так понимаю, Алексей, что за яркая вспышка, которая вас отключила,
Да,
правильно?
вот была яркая вспышка, вот как бы я просто лежал в шавасане, и как будто мое тело полностью отключилось, и как бы такое прям, как будто расширение сознания было, вот. И после этого как бы я не мог нормально ни говорить, ни ходить, как бы у меня состояние мое физическое полностью изменилось. А сейчас вот как бы прошло 3 года, и я чувствую такую возвышенную внутреннюю связь с духом, вот, я чувствую, как будто вот Гуруджи присутствует в моей жизни, как бы такое вот у меня состояние.
Спасибо большое. Второй раз не проходитесь. Все, благодарю.
Guruji, so Alexei has been practicing since 2018, and he had a lot of very high spiritual conditions, and he felt like he almost vanished in the divine love, and he felt the light and the spirit inside his head, and it went up to the level that he had to stop the practice because of the overwhelming feelings, and he was simply lying like in shavasana, just feeling a very potent love, and that this love had been transforming all his existence. And at that time he felt a very bright sparkle, and afterwards his condition changed. He got like sick, and he couldn't walk normally, he couldn't speak normally, and after 3 years now he is feeling he is back to practice again. He wants to continue his practice, and he feels like a strong connection with you, and he feels that you are present in his life, and he just would like to say thank you to you for this presence in his life. But the question is, what actually happened with him? What was this brighter sparkle, and what was this overwhelming feelings with him?
He was ready to go to the next level of experiences, but for some reason he stopped practicing. That stopped him there, and that sparkle thing was the beacon of the next level of experience would have started if he was continuously practicing what he was doing. So he has started to practice again. This time he should be very patient and brave enough not to stop the practice. And he may go cross over to the next level of experience. This will be very, very deep and may be disturbing in the beginning, but they are going to be extraordinary. So he should be brave and must have patience. And continue with the practice as the best we can do. Okay.
Гуруджи говорит, что вы были готовы перейти на следующий уровень опыта, но вы почему-то остановили в тот момент практику. Вот вы сейчас вернетесь к практике, будьте терпеливы и будьте достаточно смелы, чтобы не остановить практику в момент таких чувств и идти дальше. Возможно, вначале у вас будет какое-то беспокойство, ну, то есть не будет практика гладкой, но будьте смелы и продолжайте практику.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. Carry on.
Thank you, Guruji. And the next question from Karina, please switch on.
Пранам, Гуруджи. Мне перевод нужен будет.
Хорошо, Карина, начинайте, пожалуйста.
Спасибо. У меня такой вопрос по поводу чувства вины. Что такое вообще чувство вина? Ну вот вина, что такое? Как с этим работать? И очень много...
Карина,
да.
пожалуйста, вы остановитесь, а то у вас связь прерывается и небо двигается. Вот секундочку, постойте и задайте вопрос, пожалуйста.
Нормально?
Да-да, вы просто стойте.
Да, все, стою. И сейчас очень много говорят о том, что нужно больше думать о себе. Где найти тот баланс? Я столкнулась с тем, что я потеряла этот баланс между заботой о других и мыслями о себе именно. Вот. И будет второй вопрос. Все. Наверное, один сначала, да, нужно задать?
Пока давайте начнем с одного вопроса.
Все, хорошо. Тогда все.
Карина, если можно звук выключить, а то перебивает. So Guruji, the question is about the feeling of guilt and what is guilt and how to work with this. And nowadays, people more and more say about ourselves, that we need to take care of ourselves, and she is saying that she lost the balance between taking care of for others and taking care of ourselves.
Well, taking care of others is also part of taking care of yourself. You will take care of others whom you will be caring for. So I see no problem if you are taking care of others, please do so. And the stronger you are in a better situation to take care even more better. So I see no problem here. I will say carry on, take care of anybody who you think you should take care. It will develop your personality to a very high level.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah.
Karina, did you...
А Гуруджи говорит, что он не видит никакой проблемы, потому что забота о других – это в том числе и забота о себе. А заботясь о других, мы как бы продолжаем заботу о себе. И это сделает вас сильнее, и чем сильнее вы, тем о больших людях вы сможете заботиться, развивайте себя, и никакой проблемы нет.
Thank you. И тогда второй, вопрос я задам сразу. Второй вопрос. Дело в том, что я сейчас беременная, нахожусь, ждем малыша, и у меня возникла такая проблема, что мне поставили диагноз сахарный диабет беременных, и врачи говорят о том, что нужно есть мясо, что проблема в этом. Я очень сильно столкнулась с диссонансом в себе, то есть я его есть не хочу. Мне говорят, что у меня очень много углеводов в питании, вегетарианское питание и так далее. Вот, бобовыми я там это перекрыть не могу, то есть как правильно к этому отнестись, и для меня это больше психологическая проблема теперь стала, чем какая-то физическая, наверное.
So Guruji, that is good news because Karina is pregnant at the moment, but
congratulations.
But doctors made their diagnosis that she has diabetes for pregnant women, and the doctors are saying that she needs to eat meat and that she has a lot of carbs from her veggie diet, but she doesn't want to eat meat, and for her it's like a psychological problem, and she doesn't know how to take this.
Well, a mother should be a very brave person. And I will say follow the doctor. They know best when you are in such condition. It is better to follow doctor's advice. And be brave. Don't worry much.
Будьте смелыми, не очень беспокойтесь, и вам все-таки лучше последовать совету докторов. Гуруджи в этом ничего такого не видит. Лучше последовать совету докторов.
Хорошо, все, спасибо большое, я счастлива, I'm happy, thank you.
Guruji, and the next question from America, from Lari, Guruji.
Okay.
Hello, Guruji. A trillion times pranam. So, a couple of things. I mean, these are general questions, just to what I've been thinking about. So you have been talking about time, and I've been thinking about time in relative to kind of the amount of time that is in a year, 365 days. You had said that they had added time, that one, I forget who it was, some god added time. He wanted to marry his sister, and so he added 5 days to time.
Yeah. Osiris, I think, Egyptian god.
So, sorry, dog's bark. When you add that time, and when I look at time, and I take 360, which is a perfect circle, and I take 12 months, and I times it by 30, it equals 360. Then I look at how they added daylight savings time. They adjusted, trying to manipulate time. They added hours, take away hours. Then you look at leap year. It happens every 4 years. To me, there's a connection here that shows that it was already perfect. Creation was already perfect, and that's why it's a circle, and time is related to 360 degrees. And when they added the 5, it created all the chaos in time, you know, all the things we're experiencing. And with that addition came the winner. And I think if we remove all these manipulations of time, that nature will recalibrate herself back to the original calibration of time, her original intent, or Shiva and Shakti's original intent.
Yes, I think it started in 2003.
In 2000, okay, so what happened in 2003 that for all of us, you know, just in general?
Well, if you remember, Mars project is nearest point to Earth after 76,000 years. This is what the newspaper is telling. And on that, maybe on 17th of July night, Earth, Moon, Mars, and Sun was in a straight line. It created a gravitational pull, and maybe Earth shifted nearer to the Sun or on its axis. I see so many changes. The poles were different, and the angle of the Sun here is different now. You must look into it.
Okay. So that was just a random thought that just had been percolating in my mind. So I wanted to see, is 360 degrees really what a year should be, right? That was really.
It was in all ancient calendars, it was that calendar, 360 days.
Okay, so good. In regards to something totally random, I saw you have new 3 dogs, right? So it stirred.
We have 6 new dogs.
6. Okay, and I was watching it stirred in me, and so this question is kind of sensitive. I wasn't going to share it, but I think it'll be relevant. So okay. The only time in 18 years I couldn't get a hold of you was a very serious time. It was my golden retriever, our golden retriever of 13 years was passing. Came on very suddenly, and it was about, it happened, it was a total of a 10-day duration of passing for a dog. It was, I will say, torture on some level. And initially around the 4th day, 5th day, I said to my son, I think somebody's controlling this on the other side. They're manipulating this like a yo-yo. She's going too far deep. She's going way too deep. And she is, you know, going to the brink of death and yet coming back. And so initially I attributed that to love and a little extra feeding and things like this. Then it started to happen where she was just, you know, suffering a bit. And, you know, you've always taught, let these animals, let whoever it is, take their last breath. So I wanted to respect that. I felt she was a very powerful soul. And she had been through literally 6 generations of dogs throughout our house. So she was the maternal mother of the whole crew. She was laying there. We made her comfortable, all these things. She was laying down there. There was red hair. She has red hair. She is a red golden. She was laying there. And I said, oh my gosh, this is my mother's soul. And it hit me so hard that when she was laying there, laid out, my mother was a small woman too. I'm looking and I'm seeing my mother in this dog, in this soul, in Goldie as her name. So it blew me away. And the suffering continued. So I had hit up Deepak, seeing if, you know, hey, Guruji, I need to connect this. Something's telling me this is ethereal. This is being manipulated. So the last day, on the 10th day, I said, okay, this is too much. I've reached my limit. And I literally went on a tirade, like, I mean, very direct. And I said, if anybody is manipulating this dog on the other side, I will bring such force, it will make the Mahabharata look small. And I sat down with this dog. Within 30 seconds, she had passed. My wife was sitting there. I was saying, please, Babaji, Guruji, you know, help me. The dog's head was in my hand. I felt the heart like it was cut. I mean, that fast, bam. And I said, she's gone. And my wife said, what? What? You know, she's right next to me. I said, she's gone. And I laid her down. This, to me, was proof that someone was manipulating her from the other side and trying to cause me and my family severe pain. This is what I feel.
Maybe it was not a manipulation, but it was just a test of you.
Yes, it was. It was a very. What do you think that test was? Just out of curiosity.
That if you are able to summon up some spiritual power, just like that. Or you can, let's say your lineage is supporting you at the time of life and death.
Thank you. Yes.
Or you have faith. Yes.
Okay. Well, Guruji, what can I say? Thank you for your support. I mean, without it, I'm nothing. So thank you for it.
It's always there. It's always there.
Thank you. So thanks for everything. Okay. That's it. Sorry to be long-winded, but here we go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Hello.
गुरुजी नमस्ते. चरण स्पर्श गुरुजी. बस तरस गए, बस आपको देखने के लिए तरस गए थे.
Aditya, please, can you speak in English?
I will. I just saying my hello in Hindi and then I will continue my question in English.
Okay.
Guruji, I have a question. The 12th chapter of the Gita seems to suggest, and I don't know, I may be wrong, but it seems to suggest that, you know, bhakti yoga is probably a faster way to get to salvation. I don't know, what is your opinion about?
I have good opinion on that. And I will suggest you read that chapter again carefully and look at the question which Arjun asked, that who worship you with the form and who worship you without the form. Which one is the best yogi? So the question is start, who is the best yogi? And then Krishna is answered. And also remember, after 11 chapters are behind you, only then the real devotion will come. Bhakti is a result of all your effort. It is not a process. Remember that.
Okay. Thank you, Guru. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Jai Guru.
That was good. Thank you.
Jai Guru.
Yes.
Это я?
Да, пожалуйста.
Джай Гуруджи, пранам. Вопросов нет, есть только восхищение и респект. Очень жаль, что сейчас в мире сложилась та ситуация, когда я лично не могу приехать и сделать пранам лично. Значит, есть русская песня, песня «Строить и жить помогает». Перефразируя ее, нам практика «Строить и жить» помогает. Гуруджи, спасибо большое за то, что доверили нам делать свою практику. Респект. Анечка, спасибо. Вот можно перевести, так сказать. Вопросов нет. Есть только восхищение и респект.
Guruji, Anna is right saying that this darshan today is not about questions, but about respect and the greatest delight to you from your disciples. Vlad also doesn't have a question. He just wants to say his delight and respect to you. And it is very unfortunate that we are in a situation that Vlad cannot come to you personally and do a personal pranam to you. And he's saying there is a Russian song where it says that a song helps us to build up and to live. And he wants to rephrase this saying that the practice is helping us to build up and to live. So thank you very much for the practice and what it makes in our life.
I'm happy to see you. My best wishes to you. Carry on.
Наилучшие пожелания. Продолжайте.
Thank you.
Ксения, пожалуйста. Ксения, пожалуйста.
Нас видно, слышно?
Вас видно и слышно.
Очень приятно. Пранам, Гуруджи.
Pranam, Guruji.
Добрый день, Гуруджи.
We're very happy to see you. We missed you a lot during this time. So our great respect, first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your blessings. They are working quite great. She has a question. Actually, the question is how to get out of a clinical depression that was diagnosed by a doctor.
Well, I have seen that good physical exercise, very regular physical exercise really helps. So you must have a program for some very regular physical exercises, go to the gym, do some heavy training, and you will be out of depression in no time.
Is it like doing fitness, gym, and so on?
What?
Is it like doing fitness, gym, and so on?
Yes, yes.
What about breath practice?
You
And,
see, when you are exercising very well, your breath will form in a different pattern and you will be breathing in many, many different ways. So if you exercise, it will work. Breathe is part of the exercise.
Guruji, it's very difficult for me now do Kriya Yoga.
Start some physical exercise program. Kriya Yoga will come after.
Is it possible if I will be do Kriya
1/3,
one third,
partially.
and not the
Not full, not every day.
Not every day.
You can try. Why not? Something is better than nothing.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you,
Pranam.
Pranam.
Thank you.
Guruji, and the next question from Tatiana, please.
Pranam, Guruji.
Hello.
I'm so happy by this opportunity to see you face to face.
Thank you.
I'm your disciple, and last February, when I have been in Govardhan and then came back to Moscow, I made my first catchery, make my first catchery and try to keep it in my practice. And Olga inspired me to ask, can I ask one of your disciple, of your student, to give me a first level with the catchery, if you will give this chance?
Yes, yes. If you are near Anna, you can learn from Anna.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Guruji. And I have no questions. Sorry, but
I'm very happy for this. Thank you.
But we always feel your support with your books, with these online darshans, and with the help of our other students of you. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guruji, and the next question from Nadezhda.
Okay.
Please.
Pranam, Guruji. I'm very happy to see you.
I'm happy, yes. Yes.
Мой вопрос в том, что возможно ли то, что дух человека — это его личность, которая уже развилась и достигла просветления?
Guruji, the question is it possible that our spirit is actually a personality which was developed a long time ago and achieved enlightenment?
Well, your spirit is a very ancient power because it is so old that we cannot see its beginning. So we begin to call it beginningless. And it is so like immortal that we cannot see its end, so we call it endless. So spirits are very ancient powers, and they just give us life, and when the time comes, they take it away. And it's up to us how we use that time as long as that ancient power is inside you. That's why I keep stressing, develop your mind, develop your consciousness, so those ancient things will start taking some interest in you. Okay, Francis?
Это очень древняя сила, и так как мы не можем увидеть, где она начинается, мы называем ее безначальной, и так как она бессмертная, мы называем ее бесконечной. Наш дух — это древняя сила, которая дает нам жизнь, и когда приходит время, эту жизнь забирает. А что мы уже делаем с этой жизнью, которая нам дана, это наш выбор. Развивайте свое сознание, развивайте свой ум, чтобы этот дух испытывал к вам уважение.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the next question from Ekaterina.
Okay.
Ekaterina, please.
Пранам, Гуруджи.
Hello.
Мне можно с переводом? Я по-русски вопрос задам.
Екатерина, спрашивайте.
Смотрите, существует такое мнение, что у левшей зазеркалены энергетические потоки. Подскажите, пожалуйста, нужно ли подстроить практику, ну, например, махамудры, притхи, под, соответственно, левшей, леворуких людей? Нужно ли ее зазеркаливать?
So the question is about left-handed people whose left hand is the main one. So they say that they also have like a mirrored energetical flow than the right-handed people. Do we need to transform our practice and adjust it for the left-handed people? Do we need to mirror it as well?
No, no need. They should follow the practice exactly as it is taught. Right and left is all right. For a yogi, it's same. But I have seen most of the left-handed people are very successful in life.
Нет,
Okay.
нет, не надо менять практику для йогов и левое и правое одно и то же. Делайте практику так, как вы ее получили. И Гуруджи добавил, что он наблюдает, что левши очень удачливые в жизни люди.
Спасибо.
Гуруджи, and the next question from Alexei.
Okay.
Hello, Guruji.
Hello.
Thank you for your support and I have two questions. One question, I would say, of Russia. У меня следующий вопрос. Я как-то давным-давно смотрел фильм про буддизм, и там мне запомнилась такая сцена. Кремировали одного ламу буддийского, и интересно, что его сердце после кремации, сердце, глаза и язык, они, в общем, сплавились во что-то единое. Вот Гурджи может как-то это прокомментировать? И буддисты, то есть его друзья, они рассказывали, что это означает, что он достиг какого-то определенного духовного уровня. Ольга?
So Alexei watched a film a long time ago about Buddhism, and there was one scene in that film that there was a cremation of a Buddhist Lama, and his heart, eyes, and tongue were just stick together as a result of cremation. So it was something united. And there was explanation from his friends that this is a sign of a very high achievement. So can you comment this anyhow?
Well, there are two possibilities. At the time of cremation, there were not enough wood or fire. So they remained like that. And second possibility is what you have just said. He may have gone very high spiritual, which is most likely very much possible.
Гурджи говорит, что здесь две версии. Одна, что не было достаточно дерева в огне, и поэтому так случилось, они не догорели. И вторая, то, что ты сказал, что он достиг какого-то высокого духовного уровня.
And as we all know, that heart is the strongest muscle in your body, and it is the most difficult to burn. It takes a very intense fire to actually burn it. But he may have been very high spiritually. We have no doubt about it.
Гурджи, what is the most strongest muscle? Tongue? I couldn't hear.
Heart.
Heart. Sorry. Что сердце — это самая сильная мышца в нашем теле, и ее очень тяжело сжечь. Но, возможно, и он был высокодуховным человеком.
And you will never hear that somebody got cancer of the heart. It is a never heard thing, because it is so strong and it continues to work the whole lifetime, so it remains cancer free. Very difficult to work.
И мы никогда не услышим, что есть рак сердца, об этом никогда не слышали, потому что это очень сильная мышца, которая продолжает работать всю нашу жизнь, и поэтому у нее не бывает рака.
Спасибо.
And the second question is a little bit provocative. I'm interested for Kalki, for his person. Who can he be?
Guruji, did you ask?
It's about Kalki.
Guruji, just a sec.
The avatar from Vishnu.
Алексей, вы просто спросите по-русски, мы переведем.
Хорошо. Я хотел спросить про Кальки, то есть что это вообще за личность, и Гуруджи писал, то есть в каких, то есть кто это может быть, то есть можешь что-то Гуруджи поконкретнее сказать?
So Guruji, the question is about Kalki Avatar. So what was this personality? Can you say anything more about that person?
Well, I think so much description has been given in many different books in India. And we are waiting for his coming. Let us see when he will arrive. Whether he will come in our lifetime or after that, we don't know that exactly. So let us see and let's wait. They say that he was born in a very poor family of the Brahmin, and in Shambhala and somewhere, and then he will just finish all the bad people and support the good people, and he will achieve immortality. Parashuram will be his guru, and Ashwatthama and Prabhupada will support him. This is what we have read in different books. So Shambhala may be a river here, Shambhala, which we can pronounce as Shambhala, but we don't, nobody actually knows the exact place where he will be born. And I am sure if such a personality will come, I think we will become aware of him. He will not call a press conference to announce that he is right. So we are waiting if he will come. Okay, translate.
Гурджи говорит, что уже так много описаний даны в разных книгах. Мы просто ожидаем его, когда он придет. Будет ли это при нашей жизни или после, мы не знаем, но давайте посмотрим, и вдруг он придет. Говорится, что он родится в очень бедной семье, и он закончит существование всех плохих людей, и будут хорошие люди, останутся только хорошие. Парашурама будет гурой, Ашватхама будет помогать ему. Ну, в общем, давайте подождем и посмотрим, придет ли он.
Is it possible that you, Kalki, you are Kalki?
You don't look like Kalki, no. He will be the mightiest person. I am a very weak person. I am no avatar. Relax.
Thank you very much for your answer. And the next question from Vrindavan Das, Guruji.
Okay, I can see him. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Hare Krishna.
Vrindavan Das, please switch on the microphone. Vrindavan Das is still off.
Pranam Guruji.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Сейчас все нормально? Yeah, Guruji, I am thinking to paint Sri Dattatreya, and once Katya Mosin was asking some questions, but I have some more questions. Can I ask from you a few details which I need to know? The main thing is his age look like 16 or more elder, like 25.
He is considered as ever young, so 15, 16.
15, 16. And because he's Trimurti, yes, there is one way to paint is like golden, yeah, like Gaura, like golden Sharir. And another possibility is also to paint like Shiva part, you said is have to be main, is like Karpura Karam, white, and then Brahma golden, and Vishnu as Shyam, yes, dark.
Yes.
So which one you prefer? The golden or three heads and everything golden, or
Karpur Gaurang, I think. It is time we should paint him in Karpur Gaurang.
Sab, everything, all heads.
Yes,
because
yes.
three heads have to be Karpur Gaurang. And,
2 heads are already gone into Samadhi. This is the 3rd head which is awake now. Head. So paint him Karpur Gaurang.
And once I painted him with cow pin, and above cow pin also leopard skin. Is it okay to do that way?
No, he wears only white copy.
Only white cow pin?
Yes.
Cow pin only, yes? And Paduka should be there, Paduka. The shoes.
No shoes.
Because sometimes they paint, and kundal have to be like.
Abdul, don't wear shoes. He is Abdul.
Yeah, Avadut, yeah. And the kundal have to be like nut kundal, right?
Yes.
All of them. Tino kundal.
Like I am wearing here.
And jata.
And jata.
Jata. Okay. And you said his eyes is not angry, but there have some special mood. Could you speak a little more about his eyes? Because I cannot.
His eyes are very deep, and actually they are showing no emotion, no anger, no happiness, nothing. They are way
okay,
beyond.
they are white.
White and
they
black,
should
yes.
be white.
White.
No, I mean white open, no, white open or little close, like
I think little
eyelids.
close. Little close.
Little close. Okay. And can I paint behind Girnar Hill? Piche background.
Why not Govardhan Hill? Paint
अच्छा
Govardhan
गोवर्धन
Hill.
तो गोवर्धन करना चाहिए ठीक है हो जाएगा and
remember one thing I will remind you. He gave Upadesh to the ancestor of Sri Krishna, King Yadu, on a hill. That hill is not described, but I believe it may be Govardhan Hill.
to ancestors.
Krishna's ancestor, Yadu. Dattatreya gave him Upadesh. So,
to the dynasty.
Yes.
Okay. And about another question about Yoni Mudra. So Yoni Mudra, can it's possible to make before sunrise? But because today you said morning is not good to do yoni mudra before sunrise.
You see, before sunrise is considered Brahma Muhurt, which is also morning. Do it in the evening. Yes.
Only evening. Only sham ko. Acha.
Only.
Pranam Guruji, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are very enjoying.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question from Vasily, please.
Pranam Guruji.
Hello.
Actually, I don't have questions, Guruji. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you a lot and millions pranam to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
All the best.
Thank you.
The next word. Киселев, пожалуйста.
Добрый день, меня слышно, нет?
Да, вас очень хорошо.
I'm fine. Okay.
Добрый день, Гуруджи.
Добрый
У
день.
нас еще в Советском Союзе в Бурятии был буддийский монах, и как бы прежде чем покинуть этот мир, он оставил завещание, чтобы его на 70 лет погрузили в кедровую бочку и засыпали солью. Вот. И он как бы оставил завещание, чтобы его через 70 лет извлекли из этой бочки. Ну, в общем, прошло 70 лет, и где-то, когда развалился Советский Союз, его достали из этой бочки, посадили, и как бы ученые признали, что в нем есть жизнь. То есть он не разговаривает, он просто сидит, у него как бы теплый организм, циркулирует кровь, и к нему приезжали много монахов, ну, выстраивается очередь, и те, кто его обслуживают, подходят и выводят человека, ну, к нему подводят, и происходит какое-то ментальное общение, и люди уезжают очень благодарны. Не могли бы вы прокомментировать, в каком состоянии находится этот человек? То есть он не разговаривает, спустя 70 лет его достали из бочки, он просто сидит, у него теплое тело, как бы циркулирует кровь, но он ни с кем не разговаривает. Что это за состояние?
So very interesting question, Guruji. Back in the USSR, in Buryatia Republic, there was one Buddhist monk, and before his death, he made a will that he needs to be put into a cedar barrel for 70 years. And now 70 years passed, and he was taken away from this cedar barrel, and people just put him in a sitting position. He has warm body, the blood is circulating, but he does not speak. Many monks are coming to see him, and there is a queue of people, and when a person comes to him, there is some kind of a mental communication, and then people leave him in a very grateful state. Could you please comment in what condition this Buddhist monk is, that he doesn't speak, but he has a warm body and blood is circulating?
I think he must be in a very high spiritual condition, and maybe in samadhi also. And he will communicate in Paravani. I mean, the fourth stage, telepathically he will start communicating, and he is doing it already. So anyone who will go sincerely and with a very open heart, I think he will be able to communicate with that person. It's a big thing to have such a person among us, even now in such times. I will say it's very impressive, and he must be a very high spiritual person. No doubt about it. Okay.
Гуруджи говорит, что он в очень высокодуховном состоянии, возможно, это самадхи, и он общается телепатией, и что если человек к нему подойдет искренне, с открытым сердцем, то он может с ним коммуницировать, и что это очень большая вещь в наше время иметь такого человека в таком очень высоко духовном состоянии. И Гуруджи уверен, что это, безусловно, высокодуховный человек.
У меня еще такой вопрос, как бы, какие рекомендации дал бы мне гуру, на что мне обратить внимание? Может быть, он видит, над чем мне нужно поработать.
Guruji, and the next question is very personal. What kind of personal recommendation you can give to him? Maybe you can see him and see in what way he needs to work and on what.
Well, I will say go down inside your heart and find the work which you like the best and do it. You will have my best wishes and full support.
Гуруджи говорит, погрузись в свое сердце и найди там то, что ты любишь больше всего, и делай это, и Гуруджи дает тебе наилучшие пожелания и свое благословение.
Спасибо.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Of course, we're so very hungry to you. Like, we'd like to speak to you so much. We'd like to share our emotions. But Guruji, let us finish this darshan with the question from your disciples, Inna and Pasha.
Yes. Okay. The final touch, the climax.
Секунду. Добрый день, Гуруджи. Happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you. How are you?
Thank you, fine.
Fine. How are
Happy.
you? Yes.
How are you,
I
Guruji?
see your post on Facebook and you both are looking fantastic. Great. Very good.
We training.
Thank you so much.
We practice. Yeah.
Yes, we are training and practicing.
Yes.
And the question,
Very good.
like always, is about something yogical achievements, because in the Gorakhbodh, in your commentary to Shloka 22, you are saying that immortality is useless if the mind is inert.
That's the point. Very good.
Yes. Yes, and that's the question. How immortality is generally possible if the mind is inert? Because I think we must develop mind to reach
I
immortality.
mean, they never go together.
Never go together?
No. If only when the mind is fully awakened and
Yes.
the body, immortal body is needed to support it.
Yes.
This union is very important.
Yes, understand. So immortality is not possible if the mind is inert at all.
If it's
in
not
any case.
developed, then what is the use of immortality?
So
There may be some examples that somehow somebody lived long by accident or something by his pure luck, or maybe he was meant to be. But if he has nothing to think of, if he has nothing to do for 10,000 years, how he will pass his time?
Yes, understand.
He will become tired of immortality if his mind is not working.
Yes,
That
understand.
is not a welcome thing. The mind should always be very active and developed.
Understand. Now
Yeah.
understand. Thank you,
Thank
Guruji.
you.
And
All of
another,
that.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes, and another, maybe the last one. I don't know if it will be hard, so maybe next time. But this word is stuck in my mind when I read your comments to Gorakhbodh and to Gita. That Kundalini is rising. When it's rising, it's rotating in her movement. And in Gita, you are saying that time is unstoppably rotating. Is these two movements of rotating connected?
When Kundalini will be fully active, you will become aware of the essence of time and void.
Yes.
And
But
the rotation and the play of consciousness, you will begin to enjoy.
But does this movement of rotational is somehow connected of the time and Kundalini?
Of course, what you see in Yoni Mudra is activated Kundalini.
Understand.
Okay.
So the speed must be, I don't know, like equal to perceive it like that.
Of course, yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you very much,
You
Guruji.
laid that out.
Very happy to see you, Guruji. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji. Pranam Guruji.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Guruji.
Thank you very much.
Pranam Guruji. Guruji.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Pranam Guruji.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guruji.
Jai Guruji.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam
Pranam Guruji.